Welcome back to the Great Enough Podcast.
Test.
I'm Steve, your
1, 2.
your true host.
Test.
Fucking Kurt.
Check. Mic check.
You know that guy?
Welcome back to the Great Enough Podcast.
You, Kurt. That could be a short. I broke character, bro. Yo, Kurt always gets pissed at me for breaking character, but it's so fun, bro. It's so fun.
Are you not going to intro?
I fucking did, bro. Anyways.
We have to introduce ourselves.
Okay. Welcome back to the Great Enough Podcast. I'm your host, Steve.
I'm Kurt.
And he's not a real host. He's just here until we find someone better.
I'm the boss, but...
Yeah. You know Mr. Who's the Boss?
No.
No? Okay. Anyways.
Next topic.
Yeah. Fucking let down.
We're fucking getting through these things.
Man. So you and I were discussing camera off about how come like Logan Paul never went on Joe Rogan.
The answer for why Logan Paul has not gone on to the Joe Rogan podcast is because Joe Rogan, I think he invited him, but Logan Paul wants to use that opportunity for something big. And I don't really know what could possibly, what left do you have in the tank, to actually show to the world on Joe Rogan?
Something big?
Yeah.
Well, it sounds like a heist or something.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like Crypto Zoo wasn't enough.
Crypto Zoo wasn't enough? Yeah, I don't know.
Crypto Zoo wasn't
Prime,
enough.
no.
Prime, the energy drink,
You
no.
fought Floyd Mayweather. That's kind of cool.
No, not big enough.
Not
though.
big enough.
Only the GOAT of boxing.
You gonna fight Biden? I don't know.
Oh, shit.
That could be it.
Or his brother.
Yeah.
That's what he's going to do.
That'd be a good fight.
Isn't the guy from Breaking Bad also a Paul? You know the younger dude?
Yeah.
I forget his name.
Aaron Paul.
Aaron Paul. Related?
No.
Interesting.
No, not really.
Next topic. Now that we're on the topic of Logan Paul and podcasting, like we were just also saying how like we don't like on the last podcast we were saying that we don't really find Jeff Wittick is the right guy for Impulsive.
All love to Jeff Wittick.
Yeah, I like Jeff Wittick.
He's you know what? This is my issue with him on the Logan Paul podcast. He's too cool. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying he's like cool. Like I'm not saying like I think he's like I do think he's cool. No. But like you know what I mean? He's got like that like I'm too cool for you vibe. He's got like the hair, the the baggy clothes, all these things. Good looking dude. He's very monotone. He's a good looking guy.
I know girls go crazy for.
He's
Jeff
a good looking
Wittick.
guy.
I don't get it.
He's a good looking guy.
I don't get it at all.
But I just find there's something about him that kind of gives off that like cool vibe, and I think why people like George so much was because of how quirky and how
not cool he was.
How not cool he was.
Yeah.
I liked George personally, but I think people didn't really look at him as he's a cool dude, whereas Jeff Wittick is too cool for the Impulsive podcast.
I'm gonna take it a different direction. Okay. I find like he's just like boring, a little bit monotone.
But I think in order to be cool, you have to be. You know what I mean? Like the guy in high school who wears the leather jacket and leans up against the wall and smokes a cigarette and doesn't say anything.
Yeah, I don't want that guy.
That guy's cool. But I'm just saying, like he wouldn't belong on the Impulsive podcast.
Right.
Yeah.
So who would belong on the Impulsive podcast?
I'd do like a Steiny.
Steiny would be funny because they would bully the shit out of him.
Exactly. And I think that's what you need. I think that's what we're missing out of the Impulsive podcast.
And then like everyone's like, oh, you guys are so mean to him.
Yeah.
But they kind of like it.
Exactly.
Because it's fun when you know it's not real.
Yeah.
Now, I think that's what's kind of interesting about the George thing is I think like maybe it got a little too real.
It definitely got a bit real. There was, he said some mean stuff. Stuff that like, you guys are supposed to be friends. I feel like, is it all really for the cameras or do you actually believe some of this stuff?
I don't know, man. But like, I feel like what got in the way sometimes was like things that sometimes it was religion, it was just like, oh, I don't like the whole Jesus stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just like, dude,
Jesus stuff.
The whole Jesus things,
yeah.
Like we don't have to. I feel like we've gone far enough down the religion alley that like we know that we don't have to agree on that, and like who cares? Fucking OCD, bro.
Well, I mean, you hit it twice.
So. Yeah. I feel like what's gonna end up happening is that they're gonna have like a getting back together thing.
I think 100%. I think that's the most likely outcome.
Yeah.
Because I think, again, I said this a couple of weeks ago, but like I haven't looked at the numbers, but like I have to assume that people left the podcast or stopped watching the podcast because George is not there. I don't think anyone started or not a lot of people started watching the podcast
Because of Jeff Wittick.
because of Jeff Wittick, exactly. So, I think the one thing that's inevitable is that they replace the interim Jeff Wittick. The next question is just who's it going to be?
I think it could be me for sure.
It cannot be you.
No?
No.
Too handsome. You can't bully me. Like,
Well, I think the thing is that you would refuse to get bullied.
so I got to take it. So if
You'd have
I
to take it.
then
The
I can be on the podcast.
person who's in that seat has to take the bullying. That's what makes the show go round.
How much do I get paid?
I think a lot.
I'll take the bullying.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll take the bullying. And then I'll do what George did, and I'll branch off and make my own podcast.
Who else do you think? I said Steiny. Who do you think?
Well, like we had discussed Brian Callen, which I thought was pretty funny.
I think Brian Callen
Because
would
he
be.
would take it.
Yes.
He would be like, "Hey,
Yeah.
I'm twice your age." It would be funny.
No, I think he'd add an element that would be perfect. And plus, I don't know. I don't know how well the fighter and the kid's doing. All of his other podcasts have sort of, fallen off. And, the one he did with Crowder wasn't that great. Ladder with Crowder. So I feel like if he's kind of in that third seat and just gets bullied, but also adds his comedic value to the show, I think that's when that impulsive, takes off, to the next level.
Yeah, because of Brian Callen.
Because of Brian Callen.
That's what they're missing right now.
Exactly.
Interesting.
That'd be cool.
What about like someone like not from the podcasting world? Like, you think if we brought on like a sports guy or something that could work?
On Impulsive?
Yeah. Just like someone out of left field.
A sports guy.
Yeah. Like I don't know, like
Who's a sports
Sean O'Malley all of a sudden is the third guy.
But he's a podcaster.
True. My bad.
That's the
Conor
only...
McGregor. No,
I don't know.
It doesn't work.
It doesn't work at all. No, too much clashing. There'd be like a lot of screaming.
Too much testosterone in there.
Do you find Conor McGregor, whenever he's in one of those like situations, like all of his responses never actually really answer the person's question? Like they're all like
Philosophical?
not even philosophical, but it's just like
shit.
they'll be like, so how do you think you're prepared for this next fight? A snake in the grass. When a snake is in the grass, he's always sniffing for his prey.
Yeah, it's so true.
Dude, how are you preparing for the fight? I'm always prepared, Ariel.
It's so true.
He's a bitch. His wife is in me DMs.
Oh, dude.
I love Conor McGregor. I love what he brings, as far as like that showman. But man, there's got to be some screws loose in there.
Yeah. I don't think he has it anymore either.
Fighting style, like fighting wise.
Even the talk shitting. I don't think he has
I think they call that shit talking, Steve.
I like talk shitting better. So I don't think he has the talk shitting anymore.
No.
It's kind of like a Will Ferrell scenario where like you have kids,
Yeah.
and then like you don't want to go as far,
Yeah.
and then you're trying to censor yourself, and once you do that, it's not natural anymore.
Yeah.
Where you could just say wild shit and not give a shit.
I mean, look, he had kids while he was fighting Dustin Poirier, and in that fight, while he had a broken ankle, he was screaming, "Your wife is in me DMs."
Yeah, but
That's
also
not-
he was on like his body was producing fucking adrenaline at that moment. His
I guess you're
leg
right.
was hanging.
Fair enough.
Like that was not his finest moment.
Yeah, but he also like right before the fight, he even talked about how he's going to kill Dustin Poirier. Like not
Yeah.
many people talk about killing their opponent. Like he actually talked about murder.
Yeah.
And even Dustin Poirier was saying that's a line you don't cross.
Oh.
So I kind of disagree with you.
Yeah, I hate when guys in the fight game are like, he crossed the line.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's like you guys
dude,
are about to be bloody.
You might kill him if you hit him in the wrong spot. He could die. Like it's happened,
Yeah.
not in the UFC, but like it's happened in boxing. Like where guys die. Like, dude, you're going to war right now.
Yeah.
Like stop being a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, he said this about my wife. Like, what did you expect? Like, I'm confused.
Do you think it's a necessary thing to have in the fight game, the shit talking?
Dude, if I was in the UFC, I would be going wild with the shit talking. It makes it so much more fun.
It makes it a lot more fun for the audience. I agree with that.
Even for you, though.
Sure.
It's like
okay.
added.
But I'm saying, like, when we talk about, like, we'll talk about the UFC, and we'll talk about who we think are, like, the good fighters and who would win against who. How much of a factor do you think that mental aspect of receiving and giving the shit talking is?
I think it's huge.
Yeah?
I think it's huge. It's like who can take it and walk through it as if it's just noise.
Yeah.
But, like, I also think no one's really able to do it except for Conor. The way Conor
he
was
used to
able
do it.
to add
Yeah.
pressure. I don't see anybody else. Like, I see them shit talking, but I don't think it's getting the guy off his game at all.
Do you not think that sort of takes a little bit away from, like, for example, that Jose Aldo fight, like the original Conor McGregor against Jose Aldo? Like, at the time, Jose Aldo was like that guy was a killer.
Yeah.
Right. And it was so obvious that Conor McGregor got in his head.
Yeah.
Like, he started erratically, which, like, we've never seen before.
Otario. You see those?
Yeah.
I love that.
But yeah, that was a side of Jose Aldo that we haven't seen before, starting erratic because, like, he got, like, so in his head and he got so riled up. Like, do you not find that takes a little bit away? Like, I would like to see them both fight in a vacuum at that time without any of the shit talking and see who's actually the better fighter.
Dude, if I was Jose Aldo and someone called me Jose, the way that McGregor's, I would be off my game too, bro. Oh, man. So disrespectful. Like, forget all the wife shit.
I'm your daddy.
Crazy, man.
Dude, I wish that fight was happening now and we could talk about it. Oh, my goodness.
It sucks that, like, that was, for me, the pinnacle of the UFC, and I'm waiting for that.
Yeah.
Again, like,
Yeah.
There's been some decent fights, but there's no, like, Mike Tyson, like, shit where you're like, dude, like, even the pressure on Conor McGregor, like, I remember, watching his fights and being like, if he loses right now, he's going to look so dumb.
Yeah.
He can't lose.
No.
There's no way he's losing. You know, and then, like, when he would lose, like, I would almost feel like it's over.
Yeah.
Like, the whole game, the whole show.
Like, literally the whole, like, the industry takes a huge hit when he loses.
So sad. Like, that's the day that the UFC died for me.
Yeah.
Like, I still like it, but, like, not even close to the same extent, because now he comes back, you're like, yeah, if he wins, like, he should have.
And even the top
won.
personalities in the sport who are also good, like, they don't even scratch the surface to what he did. Like, Sean O'Malley's, like, kind of one of the guys, and it's like, I agree.
It's
10%
of Conor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, not even close. But it also, his whole, like, look, you know, the fucking, that whole thing, the structure, the tattoos, you know? It's, his stance in the fight, he's just different. You know, and it's sad to not have someone like that. And, you know, now you have, like, guys like Makhachev, sick, but, like, boring. You know, and it's sad to say, but, like, you know, if English is not your first language, then, like, it's hard for you to be able to win over the fans.
They don't,
you know?
Like, if you don't care about the fans, you should almost not be allowed to fight. You know what I mean?
Well, like, I don't think it's that he doesn't care.
We're the reason you're there.
Yeah, but it's not that he doesn't care about the fans.
He doesn't care.
Of course he cares about the fans.
I take him.
What about Chimaev?
He cares.
He cares. But what sucks is that he's not as good as his personality.
Dude, what?
Like, he could be that guy.
You ever see him without the facial hair?
No, I can imagine he does not have a strong chin.
No, he'd be called Chin Maev.
Oh, nice.
Bro, because it's like he has no chin, bro.
Yeah.
It's like it's interesting. Like,
Maev.
It's crazy how much facial hair could completely fucking change someone.
For sure.
Even Conor, I find, like, I like him with the beard. When he shaves it, I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
Like, him, dude, you see him recently? The shape of his skull changed.
Yeah.
Like, this dude's on some fucking shit.
A lot of stuff.
Rocket fuel has.
I mean, it's taken him like 2 years to get back into the USADA pool, right? Like,
weird.
It's not weird. We all know.
And he said he was gonna fight this summer.
Yeah.
Didn't he? I'm pretty sure.
He said by the end of the year. I think.
And now, like, he's supposed to fight. What's his name? Chandler.
Yes.
I'm down for that fight.
Yeah, it'll be good.
But also, like,
Chandler wins.
Probably.
Yeah.
And then, but if Chandler wins, like, you can't even beat a guy at your own game.
You're not. Then it's done. Like, there's no, like, I'll get upset if the UFC gives him another chance if Chandler wins.
Honestly, I feel like I can never like Chandler because it just reminds me of Friends.
Okay.
Like, who's called Chandler?
Oh, that's
Like,
what you mean. Yeah.
Like, I don't know any Chandlers.
But he's also so boring. Like, he's such a nice guy.
Yeah.
Adopts children, and
Yeah.
it's like, ugh.
No, it's nice.
Say something about his mother, god damn it.
Dude, how much, like, I would be so down for Andrew Tate to go back into fighting and go in the UFC. That, I feel like
He'd get destroyed.
Okay, but let's remove that
He's like
part.
35 years old.
No, but what if he would fight like lower down guys? Like let's say, like, let's be honest.
He fights on the prelim?
Maybe not the prelim, but like one of the early fights, you know?
Yeah.
You don't think he can get by if he had like a 1-2 year prep?
No. I don't think so.
That's so sad. But let's say he could.
He's so far out of it, though.
The shit talking. The problem is he would shit talk and then they would detain him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he'd have to do his like cam from like a Romanian jail.
Yeah, his lawyer would have to be present at the press conference.
Before you were when we were talking about McGregor, you were saying how it's kind of like Will Ferrell.
Yeah.
And how like it sucks that McGregor can't go as hard because once you have kids, you kind of shift a little bit and then you stop kind of being that like monster that you were. And Will Ferrell, I guess you're kind of leading to the fact that he used to be a monster in his own way, but after he has kids, the movie's kind of tapered off a little bit.
Yeah, Frank the Tank. Frank the Tank is gone, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But like what a period to be alive.
For sure.
And like the problem with certain types of comedy is that when you if you're like just born now, in 10 years you go back, you're probably not going to get it.
Yeah.
You know, it's not going to hit the same.
Yeah, dude. Will Ferrell, in my opinion, and I mean this honestly, and people can, think I'm an idiot for thinking this, one of the greatest entertainers of all time.
Amazing.
Of all time. And man, I've talked to a bunch of people who say his movies are just stupid and they're not sure
They don't
why
get it. They don't get the brilliance of what he's doing.
Yeah.
They think he's just being an idiot, but it's so calculated.
It's so calculated.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Every single word, the timing, it's beautiful.
It's art.
Yeah.
It's literally art. And the funny part, man, is that like I find he's like, when I think of like the American man, like the stereotypical American man,
Yeah.
it's him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he's so just like curly haired,
Yeah.
white,
Yeah.
and just like, yeah, I think we're gonna go to Home Depot this weekend. Like just like so funny.
What was his last good
one?
movie? Yeah, would you say?
It hasn't even been recent, I don't think.
For me, it's fairly recent.
Yeah?
There's one good one that
gonna
I
say
actually
Get
really
Hard or
liked.
something?
No, not Get Hard, but I think it's called The House,
Oh, where the gambling
the
one?
gambling one. Obviously, no, it's not even
Not the
close to
same type.
Talladega Nights. It's not close to Step Brothers, but as far as like a modern comedy, pretty good.
Well, yeah, one of the better recent ones he
Yeah,
did, but not.
But even that's like what, last 10 years?
Yeah, but it's not even close to the good ones. Like
No,
there was
I
a
agree.
period where he was going off, man.
Yeah.
Step Brothers, Old School.
Oh my goodness.
Talladega Nights. Even when he would play like a supporting role, like in Wedding Crashers.
In Wedding Crashers, he was phenomenal.
Dude, like,
Yeah.
come on. He made parts of that movie. It's
Yeah.
just like you can almost wait for that part and like watch the rest of the movie just because you know that part's
Exactly.
coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's like, there's something special about that guy. But unfortunately, even when he would like accept an award, like I don't know if you've ever seen some of his speeches.
I don't remember.
He's just
No, I
class.
would say Will Ferrell is the GOAT as far as like stupid funny movies. And I say
Movies, yeah.
stupid, and when I say stupid funny movies, I don't mean that in that fact that they're stupid, because they are brilliant.
Yeah.
But
Not for everyone.
not for
maybe,
everyone, I guess.
But like who's like if you're looking at the landscape now of like, okay, maybe there'll be some funny movies coming out in the next 5 years. Who the hell's going to be involved in those movies? Like I can't even think of like a go-to.
I guess comedians.
Yeah, but like they're not great, I don't find. Like for movie settings,
Bill Burr's not bad
I don't find. Not
in movies.
No.
He was pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe I didn't see the right one. Like,
I mean, he look, he was in. You know what I'm actually saying that I think he's a decent actor, not necessarily like a comedy actor. Like he was in Breaking Bad. He was in The Mandalorian. He was in all these things, and he was good in those, but they weren't like comedies.
they weren't comedies, yeah.
But he's got a movie coming out where he like plays like a suburban dad, and
Yeah,
he's basically
maybe.
Bill Burr. Where he's
I don't
playing
like
himself.
his comedy style to begin with, so like I don't like I
This fucking guy.
yeah, he's I don't know, jappy. I don't like the jappy kind of comedy.
Yeah, fair enough.
Like I don't know. He's good. I can appreciate it, but it's just not for me.
Yeah.
But like okay, like aside from him, even if like you're the guy you just said is we're not even on the same plane.
Yeah,
like
fair enough.
He's not even 50%.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Like who do we have? Like maybe you can say Kevin Hart. I'm also like I'm not a huge fan. Like I can appreciate his movies, but like to me, it's like I don't want to be like racist here, okay? But like, like I don't want this stereotypical black guy who yells. Like I'm over that. Like we had so many of those, and I thought it was great.
Yeah.
But like I'm over it, and it's the same thing with like with Italians. Like I don't want the Italian guy who yells in the mic and just like makes fun of Italians all the time. Like I'm over it. We saw it now.
Yeah.
Like I don't need another Sebastian.
True, because
Maniscalco.
Will Ferrell, you know, his range in that space, crazy. Like
Yeah.
so many different kinds of characters.
Yeah. Dude, what about like Adam Sandler still makes movies? This guy,
But he's moved on to serious movies.
some yes, some no. He still makes some
Uncut Gems. Uncut Gems. That was a
was
serious
serious.
movie.
Yeah.
Good.
Dude,
Did you like it?
I thought it was overrated a bit.
What
but
about Hustle?
I didn't see that.
Good.
Good.
Awesome.
Yeah?
Really good. I loved it.
Okay, well, like maybe
Serious
I'll give it
movie,
a shot. But he makes some of his serious movies are still like I still laugh.
Because Adam Sandler's still in there. Adam Sandler will never be, you know, he'll never kind of go away from what he was. But yeah, Happy Gilmore, what is the Madison one? Something Madison.
Billy Madison.
Billy Madison.
Yeah.
Even Grown Ups.
Grown Ups. Grown Ups 1. I like Grown Ups 1.
Grown Ups 2 wasn't bad.
No. But
Grown Ups 2
way
wasn't even like a real movie though. It was just like random shit happening in a day.
better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Grown Ups 1, I was like, I want to be at that cottage.
Yeah.
I'm like, this looks awesome. It like literally, like it's what I would want with
Yeah.
my friend group.
I agree.
You know, growing up, like it'd be sick.
Yeah.
One of us has to get rich first, but yeah, we'll see. But like,
Maybe if YouTube gives us some impressions, that would be nice.
fucking while my girlfriend's fucking videos are popping off, we can't even. They won't even show our videos to our subscribers. Fucking
All
assholes.
36 of our subscribers.
Yeah. Anyways, fucking. Did you watch Hubie Halloween?
No.
Dude, it's like it's the reason why Adam Sandler is still like. I don't even know how they let this guy make movies sometimes. Like, I don't get how he puts people together and forms a movie because he has so many bad movies. I don't know if you've noticed that. Like, he'll hit a few times, but he has some really bad movies where you're like, well, this is like awful. Like, this is really bad.
What are some bad Adam Sandler movies?
Hubie Halloween, bro.
Okay.
Really.
Other than that one, because I haven't seen
I've
that
seen
one.
other ones, but I don't necessarily remember the names. Jamie, can you pull that up? But
Yeah.
like, he definitely has. Or even like sections of movies where you're like, whoa. Dude, Longest Yard though?
Banger.
Fucking great.
Absolutely.
Fucking great.
Oh, man. What a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Joey Diaz, bro. Can of corn and I'll be fine.
What about with the one with Jennifer Aniston? Where he starts off with a big
Dude,
nose?
he has like 15 fucking movies with Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah. Weird, eh?
Yeah. They came out with one recently. It was a second movie with her. It was good. It was on Netflix.
I don't know it.
It's, I think, more serious, but there's some.
A lot of this
comedy
conversation is mentioning movies and the other person going, no, I don't know.
I don't know. Everyone watching is just like, meh.
Yeah.
I don't know either. Yeah. Speaking of movies, like I just find recently it's been kind of shit. There's no like. Although I heard Oppenheimer's supposed to be good.
The thing is with the movies is there's no just movies that you can go and watch and just enjoy and that's it. Like, it's either the movies suck or they have to live up to these insane expectations. Like, Oppenheimer, I went to go see it.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. And, sick movie, definitely. But
Nothing special?
well, not that it's nothing. It was definitely special. Like, I've never seen anything like it. But, like, I'm not a physicist. Like, I don't know what they're doing.
You didn't get what was happening?
Oh, I got what was happening. I knew like the overall story, but like, man, there were so many relevant people in that movie where you had to remember everyone's name because they'd mention someone in the first 20 minutes and then they'd only mention them again in like the last, I don't know, 30 minutes, and they played like an integral role to the story. And so
an egg roll?
Integral role in the story.
It's something you would say.
I guess so. Yeah.
Because
and I was eating an egg roll while watching Oppenheimer. Yeah, I don't know. It was, but it was awesome. I don't want to look. Maybe I'm just
Plum
too.
Sauce?
Maybe I'm. Maybe I'm just
trying to help you out.
Maybe I'm just too stupid to understand Oppenheimer, but I did enjoy it.
Oh man, yeah. Well, so should I watch it or?
Yeah, and maybe.
Really feel like it now. But Christopher Nolan, bro, Batman.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
But Batman wasn't.
But Christopher Nolan doesn't do like the Christopher Nolan movies anymore. I find.
No.
Like I look at Christopher Nolan and I think like The Dark Knight. I think Inception. But then as soon as you went over, like Dunkirk was completely different, right?
What? Dunkirk?
Dunkirk. So there's that one, which it was good. It was a good war movie, sure. But like,
I'm kind of over the war movies.
Yeah.
I went through a phase. I pounded them.
Yeah.
And now I can't right now.
I agree with
need
you.
a break.
I agree with you. It's not like there's nothing that you could do now that hasn't been done before. That's
Oh my God, his leg gets blown off. Oh wow,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Well, it's horrible, right?
It is horrible.
The war is bad. War is horrible
But, like,
and bad.
In terms of movies,
I agree.
I've seen it.
I've seen it. There's so many. Like,
There's a mine on the floor. Oh,
and he can't move for the next 12 days.
yeah, like
Yeah. So, I agree with you there. So he's done that. This one, you know what? I will say this. So it's not your traditional war movie. But so there's that. There's Tenet. Do you ever see Tenet? Tenet.
No.
No.
Is it good?
It's like, I guess.
Because people said that was good too.
But
Dude,
people who said that was good, I think they're lying, because I think they just want to make it seem like they understand an insanely overcomplicated movie.
Dude, that like I don't take. It's unfortunate, but 99% of the time that people have referred me movies, they've been bad.
Yeah.
So I don't listen at all anymore.
Yeah.
When someone says, "Oh, that's good," I'm lying, and I'm like, "Oh, really? Yeah, I'll go watch it," and I'm never gonna watch it.
Yeah.
Like ever. Because like my thinking is that nobody knows what's good.
Yeah.
Only I know what's good.
Well, I agree.
But because of that, I don't really watch many movies anymore.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't do TV shows, which is kind of sad. It's too much of an investment.
So you don't watch anything.
Don't watch
Sports.
anything. My phone, YouTube. I watch us.
That's true.
Subscribe.
Subscribe, please.
Yeah. Pretty please.
My family is dying. We have no food. I'm waiting to get monetized so that I could finally buy a piece of macaroni.
Dude, like just 30 cents a day is all I'm asking for.
In the arms of the angel.
Dude, that was a good note right there.
Not bad, eh?
Not bad.
I could sing.
Acapella, bro.
Yeah.
I'm more of a baritone, I would say.
Yeah.
You know? Did I just...
Do a real baritone right now.
I don't know how.
Come on.
What is a real baritone?
I guess
an
deep,
instrument?
right? Like you play the baritone?
I play the baritone, bro.
I don't know.
Dude, what's your singing style? Are you more of like a high pitch or more of a low and like Barry White?
I got range, bro.
You got range?
Yeah.
You do both?
Yeah.
You play both sides?
In singing.
Why'd you have to specify, Kurt?
Because that's what we're talking
Is there
about.
something wrong with playing both sides?
I'm just specifying. Like,
For
that's what I'm doing.
purpose?
For the sake of the conversation, so people don't get
I
confused.
think that you're racist. How do we move on from here?
As far as my singing goes, I only sing for myself and no one else, so no one's ever allowed to hear. But yeah, man, I get down.
You get down on who? I have some more things here. I swear. Stay on. Our buddy Mike is constantly at birthdays. You know those people. Everyone knows the kind that like somehow they're.
Oh,
so
no, I
popular.
can't hang out. I got a birthday.
Yeah. Didn't you have a birthday yesterday? Yeah. You know.
Summer. Am I right?
So true. But you know, like some of these birthdays, like people have cakes.
Yeah.
And like everyone's trying to always outdo each other, that it's gotten a little out of hand. Mm-hmm. And people are like have started for a while now making cakes in the shape of things.
Yeah. Crazy trend online.
Dude.
Insane.
Like I think there's more R&D money that gets going into that these days than fucking anything else.
Yeah, no, you might be right. You might be right. This might be why we haven't solved cancer.
Good reason. It's a pretty good reason, I would say.
Well, I mean, the amount of times I've picked up my laptop thinking it was my laptop, but now I just have a bunch of,
icing on your fingers?
Yeah, icing on my fingers, some chocolate ganache. I know that? Cake Boss.
Ganesh, bro.
It's Ganesh?
No, it's Ganache.
It's Ganache.
Yeah, it's Ganache.
Did you ever watch Cake Boss?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Have you been to Cake Boss?
No.
Oh.
Is it good?
It's okay. It's okay. It's a bit overrated. I don't get why it's like a thing.
Like it's just good cake?
It's good. It's good.
Good cake.
Dude, you know now they have those fucking machines now where you can get dispensed Cake Boss cakes?
Yeah. Are those good?
They're frozen, bro.
So you can't eat them on the spot?
I don't know. Like,
have you tried it?
No, not those ones. I went to the Cake Boss restaurant.
I'm talking about the vending machines.
No, that I never tried.
Okay.
Bro, you know what's hilarious though? Like, you know how like everyone thinks the sun turns around them? Like they think that the world revolves around them? Like,
yeah.
Fucking, I went to Cake Boss, right? And like the dude's loaded. But like when I got there, I was like looking in the back. Like, oh, I wonder if he's here.
And not in his mansion.
Yeah. Maybe I'll come back later. Like, the dude's not showing up.
I'm thinking he's going to be in the back making a cake.
Dude, I was like...
Hey, Ma! You're thinking that's what you're going to see?
There wasn't one of them in there.
Yeah.
Scripted.
It's all their immigrant employees.
Yeah, no, dude, not one Italian was in there. Like... It kind of, like, when you see that, though, you're just like, it's the whole thing's a show.
It's kind of like going to, like, a supposedly good, authentic restaurant, but there's not anyone from that culture that's working at the restaurant.
I go to a restaurant, like, serve me in the language of the food. Almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, don't, but, like, almost make an, like, struggle to
pretend
speak English.
you don't know how to speak English and use a lot of hand gestures.
Yeah. That's what I love about like Italy, bro, is like you don't have to speak that much. You just Dude, how was it? You know what I mean?
Fucking guy.
How do you think it was, bro? Like don't never have to answer the actual question.
Yeah.
It's the best.
I'm not Italian, so I don't.
And the more you slick your hair back or put on like a wife beater, the more you get away with it.
Yeah.
Too. It's like people don't even ask a follow-up question because they're scared it might be their last question.
Yeah.
I don't
think people are that scared of Italian people anymore, though.
No?
No. Not like the old days. Dicks.
Dude, fucking, like going back to the fucking fighting shit because that's the shit I actually want to talk about. Dude, I'm fucking crying, man. Oh man, that was good. Dude, you see, if fucking George Janko could just take shit like that, bro. If he could just take shit like that, he would still be there, bro.
Oh shit.
Oh man, did you cry, bro? Like I'm watering, but I'm like,
But I'm more crying because of your reaction.
yeah, sure. Woo. Okay.
It randomly cuts to two guys crying.
Oh man, dude, like, what nationality you think Dylan Dennis is? Because when I look at his face, I'm confused.
Danis is, I'm gonna say, from Kazakhstan.
Really?
Yes.
But he's not good enough at fighting to be from there.
He's pretty good.
He's all right.
I mean, look, if it was only jiu-jitsu, I think he'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah. If it was only jiu-jitsu. But it's not. So,
It's not.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, the whole him and Logan Paul thing that's going on right now, fucked up, bro. Completely.
Well, it's just, what the messed up part for me is just like, we were talking about shit talking before, and like the amount that he's doing to Logan Paul's fiance. It's, I would, like, you never want to use this word because you sound like a loser, but like, it's a bit mean. It's a little bit mean, I think, what he's doing with Logan Paul's girlfriend.
Come on, Kurt. It's great.
It's a bit.
It's what makes America great.
It's a lot. It's a bit, I think, I'm not saying that there's a line because, like, obviously you need to get into the person's head, but like you're not like even considering, someone's feeling. It's a lot.
Dude, I think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, dude, it's what the sport is missing.
Look,
What the sport
he's
is
promoting.
missing right now. He's promoting.
He's definitely
right now.
promoting. He's definitely putting more money in Logan Paul's wallet.
And his own, I'm sure.
But I'm just saying that, like, he is. Like, the end result of this is only good financially for Logan Paul.
And I think Logan Paul knows that.
It's good. It's a good point.
It's a good Paul. You make fun of my noises and I make fun of your words. We complete each other.
Yeah.
Dude, fucking, like, I'll end up watching the fight now.
Yeah.
Because of what he did. I don't think I would have otherwise. Because, like, we know he's going to win.
Yeah, I mean, he's going to get destroyed.
He's not a boxer, like, in any...
And he's so small compared to him.
Is he?
He's going to be what? He's going to walk in at, 170? Something like that? And
What a loser.
170, 180? And Logan Paul's going to come...
205?
Yeah, something like that. I mean, Bradley Martin would beat... not Georgienko. Would beat Dylan Dennis.
But what about Logan Paul? Boxing fight, probably not.
In what?
In, Bradley Martin, Logan Paul, probably not.
I would think Logan Paul would win, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
But, like, street fight, probably not.
He's big enough. Logan Paul's big enough.
To go with Bradley Martin?
Yeah. I think so.
So then Logan Paul. I mean, he's got fighting skill.
Because he knows how to fight. Yeah, exactly.
But Bradley Martin apparently is just ridiculously strong. Like,
Oh, yeah, sure. But, like, he's strong as far as, like, grabbing, and that's it, right? And, like the amount you lift does not translate to punching power,
not necessarily.
right? It's really more the weight behind the punch. That's kind of the only thing. Whereas, like, Logan Paul has actual power.
I'm sure there's a huge speed difference, too.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. Like, yeah, I guess in theory, like, but also, like, Logan Paul does have, like, a wrestling background as well.
Yeah.
But I just feel like, maybe if Bradley Martin were somehow able to get him in some sort of bear hug, fine, and then he can just squeeze him, like, that, maybe then. But, like, that's not even that.
And then where do you go from there?
Yeah, it's like as soon
I'm
as
going
you
to squeeze you now.
Yeah.
Okay, when are you going to let go? I don't think he could choke him out or anything like
No,
that.
I don't think so.
Probably doesn't have the skills. Unless Logan doesn't know how to defend. But
we saw a video with him and Paulo Costa. So.
Yeah, and they were rolling around
Yeah.
pretty good. I think Paulo Costa said he was, like, impressed with him, too.
Yeah, but that's for the cameras, but...
I very impressed.
Honestly, like, as far as, like, being for the cameras, like, what do you think about KSI and Jake Paul? Like, what do you think about their beef? Because I think it's fake.
I think 100% is fake.
Yeah?
I find it would be weird if, let's say, your brother and one of your best friends hate each other that much.
Yeah.
And you're fine. You're just there like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, I don't believe it. I don't.
It doesn't make any sense.
I think they both have been setting this one up for beef for a while.
And they're killing it.
Yeah.
They're doing a great job, but it just doesn't, like, there's too much to gain from the beef for it not to be orchestrated.
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it.
The only issue I have is that, like, I feel like Jake is going very far into the boxing, And KSI is good, but like I don't think he's taking it as serious.
Well, yeah, he's got other stuff.
He's got other stuff going on. So like there's no point of this fight.
Yeah.
We know who has the advantage. You know, like
a significant advantage.
Significant. Like this is all he's doing right now.
Well, I mean, who knows? If KSI beats Tommy Fury,
he's not.
So then what happens? It's like that like taints the potential fight with Jake Paul and KSI, right?
Well, not really, because they both lost. If he beats Tommy Fury, then that would be crazy, actually, because then you're like, oh, shit, KSI will probably win.
I see what you're saying. I forgot that Jake Paul lost to Tommy Fury.
Which other fucking washed-up UFC fighters fucking Jake gonna go after? I think maybe Masvidal, but...
I would say, like, you know who would be good, but no one would care, is Dan Hooker. Because
no one would care.
No one would care. So maybe I don't know. Maybe if Michael Chandler loses to McGregor, maybe him, because McGregor won't do it.
McGregor won't do it because he'll lose.
Yeah,
he'll lose, and it just would look.
It would look really bad. I don't want that to happen.
No, I at all.
Yeah,
unless he's able to knock him the fuck out.
Unless McGregor's the stepping stone to Canelo.
No,
I want to see the Canelo Jake Paul.
Dude, I don't want to.
I want to see it.
Dude, you ever see the fucking head movement that Canelo, like Jake Paul sucks. Like
no. Because I'm saying, look, I want Jake Paul to go as far as possible,
and then just get
fucked by Canelo.
Sit down, bitch.
Yeah,
you know?
like finally.
The thing is he can't even put away like some really amateur boxers.
Yeah.
So he will never get to that point.
But you don't think Canelo would want to do it
for the money?
Yeah, a lot of money.
Maybe, but I don't think Jake will ever do it. Because I think it's just going to be an embarrassment for him.
Fair.
He's very smart about.
But he was saying like in 2 years he can fight Canelo and he'll be at that level.
He could say whatever the.
No, I know, but I'm saying like that's his plan.
Goal? I mean, the thing is that like all this time that he's practicing and he's getting better, so is Canelo.
Yeah. And
he's already like one of the best of all time. So. What are you doing here?
How old is Canelo?
I'm not sure.
Like early 30s, something like that?
I don't know.
I feel like he's even older than that, actually.
But I don't even think it matters, to be honest.
No, probably not.
Even at 40, I think he beats.
Yeah.
Like look at Floyd Mayweather. You know what I mean? Like, okay, like, dude, the guy's old. He literally retired.
Yeah.
Came back and still won.
But that fight with Logan Paul wasn't even like a real...
It was a bit weird.
It didn't feel like a real fight. Like Logan Paul likes to talk about how, I fucking went 8 rounds or whatever it was with like the best like fighter of all time. People are talking about how like Floyd Mayweather still got it, but like the whole fight just didn't. It wasn't like a real. I guess it was that size
there's a huge
size disparity like made it like look like a circus, and it just didn't feel like a real technical fight. It was a bit strange.
Yeah, dude. You know what really wouldn't like that size difference is almost the same as like you versus your girlfriend type of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like not you specifically, but just like the typical.
Yeah, I don't like that you said you versus your
You
beat your girlfriend, so I'm using you as an example.
No, like I don't know how Lindsay is, but like Michelle will be like, I'll fight you. And I'm like, no. Like or like I don't know like how like Michelle will be like, look, I'm in heels, I'm taller than you now. I'm like, no, you're not.
Yeah.
Like, you're literally not.
Yeah.
But, like, there's, like, always that she thinks maybe because she knows I'm never going to actually fight her.
Yeah.
Literally yesterday, she did something, like, annoying. Gave her a little tap. I'm not even joking. 10%.
Okay.
Ow. Dude, she's like, I'm bruised now. I'm like, that was, like, a love tap.
Yeah.
I literally told her 10%.
Yeah.
10%.
I find a bit strange about using percentages in any type of like intensity, using that as a metric for intensity. How are you really able to kind of gauge? Like a bunch of fitness plans, they'll say like, okay, in this workout,
go to 90%.
Yeah, go to 90%. Go to 70%. Yeah.
Okay, 1 sec. turn the dial down.
But it's like how, like. I'll literally go on bench. I'm like, I think this is 70%.
Yeah,
you know?
That's the one thing. I have trouble with that. go to fucking 1 rep from your maximum bench.
Yeah.
So what do I just keep putting weight until I realize, oh, this is my maximum. Too late. I dropped it on myself. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't like that they put those percentages in there. I have no idea how I'm supposed to.
It's a hard thing to measure.
Yeah. I feel like I should be bringing
a picture of their face. Go until you look like this.
I feel like I should be bringing my bring my laptop and like just do some like Excel calculations.
Dude, you ever see people use Excel without using a mouse?
Yeah.
Where they're doing all these shortcuts? That's fucking wizardry to me. It's insane.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't have to
you're
use...
one of them.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah, you see, you're one of them,
I'm just
bro.
saying you shouldn't have to use your mouse.
Shouldn't have to?
Yeah.
Well,
If
how
you
do
can
I...
get away with not, you can...
But what do you do?
Shortcuts.
You use shortcuts, eh?
Shortcuts. Well, it depends. It depends.
Dude, fucking... We'll get off the UFC for a sec, but like, sports-wise, who's your team? Like, it could be any sport, but like, if I ask you who's your team?
Yeah. My team in any sport, the Detroit Lions of the NFL.
And my team is fucking Roma.
Yeah.
You know, soccer.
Yeah.
And like, it's funny that maybe this is why we get along in the first place, but like, none of those are like teams that win.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yours is a little worse. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, look.
No.
We're not. No. we're not gonna get into this. They're not anymore. They're actually good now. But anyway,
how good?
Like they could win the Super Bowl this year.
Yeah, they could.
They could.
Yeah, they won't.
Because there's 30 other teams. Yeah, every single team probably won't win.
Yeah, and especially them.
A few teams could.
Yeah, but
there's like 5, 6
teams could.
No, there's 5, 6 teams that could, and they're one of the 5, 6 teams that could.
Really?
Yeah.
But you were watching the preseason game, and I was like, "Hey, Kurt." Anyways.
That was preseason. It doesn't matter. Okay. Anyway, continue with your point.
Point is, you can judge how loyal a person is by what team they like.
I would agree. And I guess what you're saying is that we are two loyal stand-up guys.
These hoes and loyal. You ever see that video, bro?
These hoes and loyal.
But anyways, yeah, so like, we're loyal dudes, but like, just think of how many fucking people, like how many Barcelona shirts.
Dude, okay, so it's good that you're saying that. When I was in high school, I liked Barcelona because like I didn't know anything about soccer and like
a snake.
And all my friends, you know, liked soccer.
A little snake in the grass.
And I wanted to get into soccer and like, oh, whatever, like choose Barcelona. Who cares? Like at the time they had Messi, you know, Iniesta, Xavi, Busquets, Puyol, all
name dropping,
all these guys, right?
Yeah.
All these guys, you know, like all the guys who like for team of the season, that would be the team.
Yeah,
it would be a mixture of. Do you remember those days? It would be Real Madrid, Barcelona. That's it. That was all that were on the team. It was crazy. So I don't know. Yeah, I bandwagoned the hell out of it. And I feel like I've evolved as a person. And the first, you know what's funny is like the first NFL team that I actually decided to jump on their bandwagon was the Detroit Lions. I was in 9th grade, and what was funny is they were always bad up until that point. But that season, everyone was saying like, "Oh, watch out for the Lions," and I was like, "Got it! Like I'm gonna jump on this team because they're shit, but they're actually gonna be good once I start liking them."
Yeah, and
it just never happened, and I was just stuck with this horrible
that like Calvin
team.
Johnson days.
Calvin Johnson, yeah.
Calvin
Calvin Johnson, Matthew Stafford. Anyway, but having said that, like guys nowadays who like when their favorite team is like, I don't know, PSG or like the Patriots, for example, like I don't trust anyone who like these are their favorite teams.
Yeah,
you know, the Bruins.
Dude, and like I love mentioning it to them. Like in Italy, like Juventus is like a big team.
Yeah.
But like Barcelona is a good example too. And you'll be like, what are the odds that you like that team, eh? You like the team that wins every
single
year.
year.
They're like, oh, no, my dad likes them too. You're like, what are the odds that your dad likes
You're
them?
like, what city is Juventus in? Juventus?
Yeah.
It's like that city has an actual team.
Yeah. Fuck it. I don't like it. And then I always want to beat that team.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even care if we finish last. We got to beat that team.
What else you got?
What I love is that like sometimes I read our podcast notes and the ones you write, sometimes I'm like, what the is this?
Like what?
I don't even know what the fuck this is.
What's one of those?
Future self. Oh.
Yeah, well, you know what I do is like I'll see something kind of, oh, that's interesting, and I'll just kind of write it quick and then forget it.
Flower.
That's basically what it is.
A lot of thought went into that one.
Well, it's more just I had a small thought and I don't want to forget it, so I write it down and then I forget kind of why I even wrote it in the first place. That's kind of where my head's at. But I do take the notes. But the future self one is really fun. I do like that one. Like I don't know about you, but whenever I have to do chores like around the house that I don't want to do, and that's frequently, I always think I'm doing this for future Kurt. Future Kurt will be happy if I do this. I treat myself like a close friend or like even a brother. I'm going to do this favor for him to make him happy. And then oftentimes, future Kurt is very happy that I did it. But sometimes I'll also be so upset at myself.
So you're schizophrenic? Did we just announce it?
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't even know if that's the right...
Sometimes I'll be so upset at myself in the moment, and I'll be like,
which version of you? Which Kurt?
I'm upset. I'm upset at the present version of Kurt, and because I'm so upset at the present version of Kurt, I'll punish the future version of Kurt. I'm like,
you can't eat McDonald's tomorrow anymore.
It's more like leaving the dishes in the sink, but yeah.
Blindside. You see what's going on with that shit?
Dude, have you watched The Blind Side?
Yeah, but it's been a minute.
What did you think of the movie?
I thought it was overrated, but I liked it.
But it was a nice movie.
Nice movie.
Like it was a nice, good, feel good story. And I really enjoyed it. Like it was my first like movie that I watched like that was like about football, and like it was kind of like the thing that was like, oh, football is kind of cool, and that's kind of what I wouldn't say that's what got me into it, but it's sort of what put the inclination in my brain. But yeah, man, like I really like The Blind Side, and this thing that's happening with Michael Orr, kind of sad, but I kind of see his point. Basically what's going on is that he was under a conservatorship with this Tui family, and basically like they made everyone believe that they adopted him. So like, in an adoption, essentially like once you turn 18, like everything that's yours is like yours, but under a conservatorship, like they basically have control of all of his finances.
Like Britney Spears.
Like Britney Spears, exactly. And then on top of that, like in the movie, they kind of like they made it seem like he didn't know how to read. He didn't know how to like read English or like write or anything like that.
Him.
Yeah, they saved him. They were the reasons that like he was saved. But like by the time he was there, he was already like All-American in high school for like as a football player. Like he had written his own plays when he was in elementary school. Supposedly, these are all the things that were like actually true. But they just helped him like get through like college essentially.
Dude, why does someone do that?
Yeah, I know, wild.
For what purpose?
Yeah.
Fame?
Good movie? I don't know.
You think that they were like, I'm going to do all this and hopefully one day someone will make a movie?
Hopefully Sandra Bullock smoke show, by the way, in that movie. You don't find?
I find she's been overrated
in that movie. Like
I'd have to go back to that one specifically, but
I find she's good looking woman. But yeah, just made him look like from what I remember in that movie, that guy was like an idiot. But apparently this guy was like not an idiot at all. He just had like no money and needed like some guidance, and that's all it was. So now he's like suing them for like $15 million or something like that.
Oh, that's wild. Good for him though.
Yeah. He said he would go in the NFL. He would like go into the locker room and no one knew anything about him. All they knew was that movie. So they go in thinking like, oh, this guy's not even going to be able to read the playbook.
Imagine a movie's made about you from your parents or whatever, and it's like fucking completely wrong.
Yeah, completely wrong. You're portrayed as a moron, and everyone loves the movie.
Like, imagine your parents did that to you.
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck is that? I don't care if you're adopted. It's still weird,
But it's great. Like, he wasn't adopted, and that was like another thing. They made it seem like we adopted him into our home. It's like, no, apparently not.
Really?
Yeah, he was never adopted. It was only a conservatorship.
Shaking my head, bro.
Yeah. SMH, bro.
Yeah. SMH.
Yeah.
Big time.
Big time SMH.
Dude, like...
Bro, facepalm.
Facepalm?
Yeah.
Ah. Facepalm, bro.
Bro, my Riz is affected, bro.
Riz.
Yeah, bro. Cringe.
Dude, I got fucking Riz, bro.
Do you have Riz?
I got fucking Riz.
You have Riz? I'm not saying you don't have Riz. I don't know how you could possibly know if you have Riz. Like, you're 5 years out of needing Riz.
Oh, you mean if I still have Riz?
Yeah.
I definitely had Riz once upon a time.
Sure.
There was one period of my life where like I would be out all the time.
Yeah.
And like I feel like that makes you sociable at that time, but then like when you need it, let's say like you break up or something, you gotta like get it back.
You gotta call
you're
back.
off your game.
Call your Riz back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta call your Riz
Riz,
back.
get over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think Riz is even gonna be a thing in like a year?
I kind of like it.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's a fun little... Bro, call me Rizzy McGuire, you know?
Fucking guy.
Yeah, Rizzo.
Rizzo?
Riz Nasty. You can make... There's a lot you can do there.
Dude, you're a fucking great dapper too.
Yeah, no, the dapping thing, I am a little bit ashamed of, if I'm being completely honest. Like, I'm just not... I don't know how to do it. I'm at that age where, like... I'm around people who are like significantly older than me, and then there's some people who are like younger than I am. And everyone who's younger, they'll have like a fun, cool little handshake. Like they'll do like let's try it. They'll do like like this maybe, you know. But then after that, like what is it? Are we supposed to do this and then this after?
And then
I don't know. I don't know what it is. Older guys, just nice little handshake. How you doing? That's it.
How you doing, Kurt?
Yeah, exactly. But like I just can't. I don't know. Like. Are you supposed to know leading up into hand touch?
Who even does that with you anymore? I just fist bump people. Or
I try to only fist bump because you know
it's COVID, bro.
Well, the reason why I do fist bump is because like it's easy to tell. I'm like, I hold my fist up in the air and I'm like,
and you start from back here, bro.
It's like, coming. You have, it's like, oh, you don't have much time to close your hand.
Dude, you know what else is not a hit with me, anyways? When fucking family kiss each other on the lips. Dude,
do you know anyone who does that?
Probably. I can't think of someone specific, but I've definitely seen people with their babies, like their kids.
See, babies, whatever.
No,
look, this is the thing.
I
like,
don't agree.
In Western culture, it is not a thing.
No.
At all. But, like, Europeans, like, man, they're, like, you'll have fathers and sons kissing all the way up until they're, like, both adults.
But you know what I feel like could happen? Is that the kid...
falls in love with their dad?
A little bit. just the touch, you know? Like, and then like you want someone like your dad. Like, I don't need that happening at all. You know what I mean? Like, like, it's just not.
Are you worried about falling in love with your child?
No, no. I just think it's good for the kid.
I don't know, but for them, it's like, oh, well, it's like I'm closer to my family.
Little too fucking close, bro. Little too fucking close.
Yeah. No, I agree with you 100%. But like, there's this NFL player. His name is Monroe St. Brown, one of my favorite players in the NFL right now. And like he grew up in the United States, but also went to school in Germany. So he learned like German, but he also learned German culture. And his mom is German, and it's like normal for his family to just like kiss their parents on the lips up until they were like 16. I'm saying it was normal in their household, and it was like perfectly fine. Like they grew up and it was fine. And then like they learned late, like after, like people thought it was like really weird that they were doing that, and it was for them, they like grew up completely normal just for that one aspect of life that apparently was like super strange, which I think is very weird. It
is weird. But like, isn't that like, do we have to say our opinion on that? Isn't that obvious a bit? Like,
that it's
I'm
weird?
not saying that you can't do it or that I think badly of you if you do it. I'm just saying, like, to me, it's weird. And I think to most people, I think you can understand why someone would think it's weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
I don't think we're pissing anyone off by saying that we think it's weird.
Dude, on the internet, everything pisses someone off.
Europeans don't go on the internet.
It's true. They don't have internet.
Yeah, they don't have internet over there. Yet. Yeah. Maybe one day.
They got donkeys.
Yeah. Donkeys and hay.
Yeah. They take naps.
I think they have wheelbarrows.
Yeah. Yeah, souvlaki.
Yeah, I've seen. Yeah, they have souvlaki.
Yeah, we do too, though.
Yeah. Okay.
We do too.
Probably had it before them.
Probably.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
For sure,
Oh, those
actually.
Europeans.
Do we just end it here?
Yeah, we can end it.
Okay.
This has been the Great Enough podcast.
Don't come back.
No, I would
Save
like
yourself.
you to, but I can understand why you would not want to.